I'm Lewis reporting for Cadered.org. I'm here with the people who've travelled the furthest to be here at Epic 9. It's the Norwegians, and I've got with me Ans and Dragon. First thing I want to ask you is, why would you come all this way just to come to a small UK LAN?
It's fun. It's not many countries like Switzerland, and yeah, it's fun to play at LAN. Yeah, it's cheap for us, so yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to get a LAN experience, you know, because in Norway we don't really have that competitive level at a LAN. There's a couple of good teams, but you know, you don't really get the good matches. So when we come here, we saw that there's a lot of top teams there. It's not like so many shit teams. So there's a nice competing level and lots of good matches and very good experience for us. And well, it's just have a nice trip to England. It's quite cool.
I'm glad you think so. I want to ask a little bit about the Norwegian scene then. It's not often I get to interview Norwegian CSS players because the scene seems to be kind of, you know, in a bit of a decline. First of all, we were talking off camera about the gathering, and you guys said that although I think that's the land people would most readily associate with Norway, you guys said that that wasn't a favourite of yours. So what are the problems with the gathering LAN as you see it?
They don't care about the competing aspect of the Counter-Strike Source or anything, any game. They just want to make money and to get a lot of people in there just to do whatever they would like. Yeah. So yeah, and besides that, they had a collaboration with Hellfragger, with the league in the playoffs at LAN, and they kind of buttfucked Hellfragger. So yeah, they have kind of ruined for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that they don't respect the gamer at all. You know, you can't compete on a competitive level when you got like fucking loud music all the time. So you just don't want to go there and play. You'd favourite other things. Have a playoff online instead.
Well, what happened to Hellfragger? Because that was the event that I think, again, you know, that was the big name. I remember watching Hellfragger, and it was on Norwegian national television. You know, it was a big deal back in the day, and it just seems to have died. Why is that? What's gone wrong with Norwegian esports?
Lack of everything. People are just the scene is like it's shit. Too much hating. Yeah, lack of love, really. Yeah, nobody wants to do something for the esports, and the people who wants to do something, they are idiots. So we are kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. No, it's just, you know, nobody does anything. And to Hellfragger, they just lost the, you know, what's it called? The players didn't want to go because they had some problems paying the prices for like some leagues, and players started doubting the only thing that, you know, we had playing. So I don't know. It was back to the gathering again. You know, they butt-fucked them, so they don't have any money. So they couldn't pay the prices.
And the sponsorship is like not existing. Yeah. So to raise a league, it amounts that the player pays their own money to just get the prize pool. Yeah.
Well, why do you think Norway? Because I actually asked Newt this question when I was interviewing him out at, and I know you guys know him, not personally, but you know of him. Why is it Norway's kind of fundamentally different to, I don't know, say Sweden, where esports has flourished, or a Denmark, which I think is, you know, catching up to Sweden in the kind of esports? It's got government investment, for example, with Dansk Metal and things like that. Why is Norway kind of behind in esports terms? What's different about the country?
I guess the attitude is really bad in Norway. Like in Sweden, everything is professional and every player are professional. They want to become good. They think with their brains. Yeah. But in Norway, everyone is just they don't have the attitude, and they just have the. You have to want to become good to actually become good, and all those guys in Norway quit like 2-3 years ago. Warclone, Gem, etc. Yeah.
Yeah. For example, when you start playing in Norway, you know, you just stay like public in 3 years, and you just want to jump people with a P90. In Sweden, you just instantly start trying out mixes, and you know, you don't get any bad habits, and you get into player groups and you play a lot together. Yeah. So they just, you know, they get a lot better, and we don't have that community. You know, so there's no top players who. There's a couple of course, but no top players who want to play with the younger and learn them because you need to get learned, really thought up. You know.
You've obviously played some fairly decent teams here. I know you played the guys at FM Toxic, and have you had time to talk to them? Have you made any kind of new friends while you've been over here? Maybe people that you're going to kind of hook up with when you get back online and play some mixes against, or has it been, not quite like that?
Sure. There are plenty of nice guys, and last night when we were drinking, we were this group with a lot of people. It was just very nice, and yeah.
Yeah, it was amazing, and we practiced. We helped out Toxic before the season match. They knew they were going to play a season, so we practiced like 2 times season yesterday, and they seemed really happy about it. I think, we just got here to get our names a bit out there, and I think it's probably going to work. The Hyphen team, they're really nice guys, and we practiced and had fun with them. So we're probably going to have a lot of new UK friends and practice partners because they know our names now.
What's going to be next for you guys then in terms of what you want to do with the team? Because I don't know too much about it. Was it kind of a mix? Like you said, you just had some time off from the army, so you wanted to jump into the first line that was available. Yeah. Was it a case that you've just come together for this one event, or is it a serious team? Are you guys going to be looking to go to other events? And if so, what events?
It was a last call mix. We gathered the team last Tuesday, and we played 2 matches before we went here. So yeah, it's just a mix.
Yeah, we had originally a lineup 3 weeks ago, and we were actually practicing a bit, but they just thought they had made free from work, and obviously they failed at that. So 3 days before the LAN, they're like, I can't really go, 2 of them. So we just had to get 1 inactive player and 1 guy who's just 2 inactive players, and I'm inactive. So we're just here as a mix, but I mean we've learned a lot though, and we will see. I can't play in a team in a daily basis anyways, but probably gonna get something in the early late winter years.
Well, I want to pick up on that point as well about national service and kind of how it interferes with wanting to do kind of regular stuff like esports and play in a team. Do you find that you Scandinavian types, is it always going to be kind of a problem and kind of hold you guys back? Because for 2-3 years at a time, all of a sudden, bang, when you're at your prime esports years, you've got to go into the military. Yeah,
you definitely are. I mean, when you go there, in some places, other places like Rod and Vendetta, they had the chance to get their computers in the arm and had 1 week in and 1 week off. So that isn't really much, and you can actually play at a nice level. But like me, when you're all up north where it's only snow, so you got shit internet connection, so you just lose the skill, you just get out of the scene. So it's just, when you come to the age of 19, you start to get some experience, and you could get into some good teams, and then you go, so yeah, it fucks you up a little bit, as you say.
But worth it overall? I mean, are you enjoying it out there? I mean, doing what you're doing? I always think national service, if I'd had to do it, I'd have fucking hated it, man. I mean, that's just me. Is it good?
There are fun times, but, it's not really that good because you do so much, waste of time. They're just keeping you there with no reason for a lot of time, Just count items.
What, doing inventory and shit?
You just do that for, over and over again just for fun, and because they can't let you go.
Exciting.
Waste of time a lot.
And finally, just to get your thoughts about it, I don't know if you've played all of the teams here, but we've got the final coming up soon. Obviously, FM Toxic are out, but I just wondered if you had any thoughts about who you think's going to win Epic 9, and if you had to bet one way or the other, which team would you pick?
Rasta. They got Weber. That's about it. They are so sick, and he is so sick. It's one team army, one man army. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he just organises everything. When they play, he tells them what to do, where to position, and how to perform safe flashes. He's keeping the whole thing together. And Team CRG, I don't think, because they got critical. No offense to him, but he just in bad times he's a really bad player to have because he just fucks the team up and don't get them motivated at all.
So you're definitely behind Rasta for this one, yeah? All right. Well, look, it's been great talking to you guys. It was great having a beer with you last night as well. And I wish you a safe journey home. Hope to see you again at another event. All the people out there at carred.org, we're going to be bringing you more video interviews from here at Epic 9 at Uttoxeter Racecourse.